Alright guys, gonna do a review or look-see at this Scofield Study 3. I had one of these many years back when I first actually started doing this video stuff, and it was a bonded leather one, and actually it was really nice for a bonded leather. This is a genuine leather, and it has that same styles, so I know that that's kind of how they are. I don't know if the spines have changed now, so if any of my viewers have the new Scofield Study 3 edition, can you let me know if the newer ones still have a round spine on them? I'm not sure if they do that anymore. That's a particular design that I think is really cool. And Oxford Press makes some really good genuine leather Bibles that are going to last you many years because the Smyth Sewn binding is done really well, and they're just solid build Bibles. They feel really good in the hand because of that rounded spine. Very nice Bible. There's something really neat about them. I can't explain it. It's just that Bible geek in me that finds these genuine leather Bibles. Sometimes I like them better sometimes than I do the premium ones, honestly, guys. But this is a King James red letter. I think it's a 2003 edition. We'll look at the date here in a minute. And it's a Centennial. It must have been like a special edition. I think Brian McClurg might have one of these. Maybe did a video on a Centennial one, brother. I'm not sure if you did or not, but I think you did have a limited edition one or something. Now, I've had a ton of church Bible publisher Scofields. I don't have any anymore, but I've had a bazillion of them on my channel, and I love it. So if you're going to get a Scofield in the old edition, I highly recommend you get one of those. I love the genuine leather ones. They're unique too, and they're really neat. But church Bible publisher, old school Scofield, can't beat it. Amazing Bibles. But you get that gold gild line. It's really pretty, you know, the old style. And a lot of people don't realize that Oxford is still making Bibles like this with that really dark gold line. They're always doing this. Their genuine leather's really nice. They do like a cowhide. They do a cowhide edition, and then this, I'm not sure what this is. If it's cowhide, it could be pigskin. I know they use pigskin on some of these genuine leathers. Cost efficient. You open it up. It has no presentation page. You get your cardstock, and then you get these Centennial Edition of the Scofield. So it goes about the history from 1909 to 2009. Goes through the history of that, and then you open up here, and this is the tabbed edition. Really nice. I like that it does that when you have the C-shaped spine. It makes the pages kind of curve right there. Isn't that cool? I like it. Really neat. It's just a really cool design Bible. Kind of speaks to me on that Bible junkie level. Interior design and typesetting by Blue Heron Bookcraft. And printed in Korea. These Korea prints, they vary. Sometimes I've seen yellowish paper, white paper, but they've been using a lot of that blue paper, which is in this 98 edition, and it's really blue. But they made this one. Here's the dates for you guys. And I think this one's a 2003. Yeah, this is 2003. Well, that's when they made the study one, but this is obviously a 2009, or it wouldn't have that Centennial thing in there. You get into the regular contents. If you're used to the old Scofield, this is kind of normal. They just kind of changed the format of the Bible and the text type. But they made major changes with the study notes. Overall Bible plan, Bible, Pentateuch, I can't pronounce that word very well. I'm trying to get this page to turn. Oh, all for that, just to see that, huh? And then you come into Genesis. Now this Bible does have some ghosting. That's the downside of this one. The ghosting is pretty heavy, I would say. I mean, when it comes to some of these study Bibles and the way I like this Bible, I can live with it. But it has some really faint font. The font is very light for the introductions. This Bible I got through a trade. sent a Cambridge off to someone, and they sent me 3 Bibles. I was only expecting to get one. It was really cool of him to do that. And he threw this one in, and this is a really awesome Bible. I love it. I like Bibles, guys. You know that. But the print is really dark black. I'm trying to get, there we go. It's a nice, deep, dark black. But what you can see now with the Scofield 3, you get the references on the outside. And then they took all of Scofield's notes that used to be just, like a paragraph form. And it was really hard to find everything. And they sectioned everything off now. So it makes it easier to find. Now, I don't know if the newer editions, if somebody does know if the paper is better in their edition, go ahead and let us know. It's nice paper, it's just the opacity isn't the greatest in some places. It's one of those things where you'll turn to a page and you'll have a page, excuse me, you'll have a page here or there that will be really heavy ghosting-wise, but overall, it doesn't get, super bad where you can't read the Bible. But that might be something that bugs you guys. It's just that this note, the notes are kind of in a light, thin font. So it kind of makes it a little bit tough to read. See how that ghosting gets with that one? Yeah. So you kind of have to lift your page off like that. You can get a little bit of air through there if you're having a hard time reading the notes at the bottom. But it's really neat how they broke it up. This one has Overcast Stitching, so let me zoom in here. Very nice Smyth Sewn Bible with Overcast Stitching in it, so really well done. And I think these things run for like around $45. Sometimes I've seen them in the $35 range for genuine leather, but they range from that to $65 depending on getting a large print or not. But they usually have really good deals at Christian Book. ChristianBook.com has really good deals on these Scofield Bibles. So let's jump over here and look at Psalms. Now, I'm a verse-by-verse kind of guy. I love that kind of layout, so that makes this Bible really an attractive Bible to use. For me, it's just the style I like. You get the one yellow ribbon. This is very common. All the Scofield Bibles will have the yellow ribbon, yellow and black headband, as far as I know. You get these maps now. So it's really, me being really familiar with the other Scofield Bible, it's a big difference getting these little charts and stuff. Upgraded text. Now the red, let's see if I can find a page that has some more red ink on it. Add an axe here. You can see charts here. So that's all new. So if you're into the Scofield and you want to try something new that still has the same old Scofield notes, but they just added some additional references to it and a little bit of different notes at the bottom, but it still has all of his stuff. But the red is like just a red. Kind of has a slight pink hue to it. From a distance, you kind of get that kind of look from it, but it's actually not bad. It's not a bad red. I've seen way worse. Bubblegum pink, that's what I call it. And the Thompson chain Bibles have gotten really, really bad lately. That's another video I'd like to do. I've done many videos on the Thompson chain red letter, but I've been having a lot more complaints this year, these last few months. You see here, well, this last whole year, I've gotten a lot of people that are not happy with the pink in their Thompsons, but you can see it kind of gets lighter in this area, and then you get that ghosting, that grain effect. So, it might be a Bible that doesn't speak to you, but it's kind of cool having the extra studies. And like I said, guys, this is a 2009 edition, so there could be improvements with the paper and ink, stuff like that. As you get to the back, you're going to get all of the same stuff that you find in the older Scofield. It's just a different style. Concordance, and subject. Yeah, it's got subject index and other stuff. Yeah, subject chain references has that. Get back here to the maps, and this is what I really like. It has the really nice Oxford maps that you find in the R.L. Allen Long Primer. Really, really nice. These come in the Clarendon too. The Clarendon has this in smaller form. These are some of my favorite maps. Really like these. Very pretty maps. They don't go down into the gutter. I really like that. having that border around it. And it's semi-gloss, so I don't know if it's still like that, if it's on flat paper or semi. And then I'll show you guys, if you're not familiar with the Scofield, this is an old hand size. Somebody sent this to me, a gift from a certain sister. I miss you, sis, if you see this video. Love ya. Yeah, she sent me this out, and it's an older one. This is the one that you would see that LCBP uses, I believe, back in the day. I don't get Bibles from them anymore, but if you want to find an LCBP Scofield, you can. I think they make this one in a hand size still. I'm not positive. You'd have to go check. But yeah, that's how the layout is, guys. It's got like show page that has a lot more of his notes. See, there's not very many notes at the bottom. A lot of people don't realize that. It's mainly just the reference Bible. And then you get his notes, right here. See how much notes you have down there. So that does get kind of crazy to try to read all that. So when they break it down and put things into a chart, it's just a lot better. But anyways, guys, I thought I'd share that with you. If you like large print, I have a large print video of the Scofield old style, and it is a really nice Bible. Now this one has that bluish tone to the paper. You can see down there in the gutter. Kind of gives the paper a gray kind of look to it. But the font in this is really nice. The print is just spaced really well. And it's honestly, it's a big Bible, but it doesn't feel, it just distributes the weight really nice. And the paper turns really easy. The red ink is good. It's not like super crazy bubblegum. It's actually red. If I can, my camera, you can tell why it's adjusting. You can see how my camera can kind of make the red look different. Once I get it zoomed in under the right light, there you go. That kind of gives you what you're going to see when you get it home. So anyways, guys, go back and check out that video if you want to see that one. It's a great Bible too. So anyways, God bless. If you have any questions, just ask down below.